Before we get into the review, I'd like to welcome back our special guest, the Winter Soldier. What's up? I'm back. Anyways, let's get on with the review, shall we? Okay, not bad. Honestly, could have been worse. Yeah, this movie had a lot of fun moments, and the humor actually kind of worked in a way. But yeah, it honestly could have been better. I'm gonna be honest, this movie is not my cup of tea. Pretty stupid if you ask me.
I can see why you would think that. There were a lot of moments where I was like, what?
Don't get me wrong though, it did have a fun idea for a Marvel film. I mean, it's about characters who has done bad things in the past, and now they're working together to do something good. Become heroes. Become a team. Hey, I only did bad things because I was brainwashed by Hydra. Yelena did a lot of bad things, like trying to kill Hawkeye because he apparently was responsible for her sister's death. US Agent, he purposely killed a Flag Smasher in cold blood using Captain America's shield. Ghost only did bad things just to save herself, and Red Guardian, well, he's been to prison, so clearly he has done bad things. Yeah, well, you were part of the team anyway. So here's how they all met each other. The main antagonist of the film, Valentina, sent Yelena, US Agent, Ghost, and Taskmaster on a mission to kill each other, only for them to find out that she wanted all of them dead. Actually, before we get into that, when it comes to Taskmaster, despite being in the poster, she was only in the movie for 30 seconds, and then she gets killed. I knew she was going to die in this movie because she didn't appear in the cast of Avengers Doomsday, unlike the others. But I didn't know she was going to die like that. I thought maybe she was going to make a heroic sacrifice or something. Or maybe betray the Thunderbolts and join up with Valentina. But then again, nobody likes this version of Taskmaster. And I bet the creators of this film know that. And that's why they killed her off this early. And the way she got killed off as well, that just proves that this version of Taskmaster is not the real Taskmaster. Because the real Taskmaster would have seen this coming from a mile away. Anyways, moving on. So after their fight, and after Taskmaster gets killed, they meet a character named Robert, or Bob, who, by the way, is a comic book character known as the Sentry. When we first get introduced to this character, I was like, who is this guy? Why is he in this movie? What is the point of him? But when I realized he was the Sentry, I was like, oh, that guy is the Sentry? But then I saw him wearing the suit, and I was like, bro, he looks awesome. And I agree. The suit looks amazing. And I'm very disappointed that we don't get to see much of it. But what they don't know is that Bob was being corrupted by some kind of entity called the Void, which has the power to trap people inside of their own nightmares and make them look like reality. Is that a comic accurate thing when it comes to the Sentry? Because I've never heard of this before. Then again, I don't really know much about the Sentry. I've just heard of him. Yes, it is a comic accurate thing. Except in the comics, when he's corrupted by the Void, he's known as Dark Sentry. Huh. Interesting. So, after Yelena, Ghost, US Agent, and Bob escape from Valentina's trap, Bob gets taken by Valentina, and the others, they get stranded in the middle of nowhere until Red Guardian found them and gave them a ride. And then, after a car chase sequence, they get captured by the Winter Soldier. Yep. And then I sort of interrogated them, and then eventually I agreed for them to help me stop Valentina, once and for all. Who is Valentina anyway? I have never heard of this character before. I have no idea. But, as far as I know, she is a comic book character. Then they infiltrated Valentina's base, but it didn't turn out very well, because they then had a fight with a Sentry, and let's just say they stood no chance. But then later on, we get to the best part of the entire movie, where the Sentry was being taken over by the Void. And I gotta say, even though the special effects in the film can look a bit wonky at times, the CGI for the Void taking over the Sentry, making the Sentry look like a shadow, it was really good. Absolutely. And the fact that he can turn people into shadows and trapping them into a nightmarish dimension, I thought that was pretty cool. Indeed. Now, if I could think of any bad qualities, the humor in this film was kind of stupid. Some of the special effects look a bit wonky at times, and also killing off Taskmaster this early in the film despite being in the poster. The Winter Soldier didn't really do much in the film, and Valentina, she was not that interesting of a villain. They also didn't explain what happened to the Void. I mean, yeah, they basically defeated it by giving Bob a group hug, which is weird, but we never know what happened to the Void after that. Which makes us wonder, is the Void actually gone forever, or is it still inside Bob somewhere? Guess we'll never know. And also, the ending of the film is questionable, because apparently we, of all people, became the new Avengers. After all the bad things that we did in the past, we are the new Avengers? Seriously? Let's be honest here. The only reason you guys became Avengers in the first place is so that Valentina can make herself look good. Because, when you think about it, she was the reason Dark Sentry came to the city in the first place. So, she decided to take all the credit for you guys assembling. Overall, the movie was okay, but it's not something I would watch over and over again. Anyways, I think that'll be it for the review. I'm gonna rate this movie a 6.4 out of 10. And now, let's find out what movie we're gonna review next. The next movie we'll be reviewing is... King Kong vs. Godzilla. Yes, the film from the 1960s. Okay. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please leave a like. But if you like this channel, please subscribe. See you next time.